It's an award for young people who are trying to start up or develop a rural business. Well, they need a little bit of help. We're trying to produce a business plan, and they've often been to college, they've often been trained in that sort of thing, but they've forgotten it. So I'm there to remind them of that, focus their thoughts, make sure that they can plan it properly, and actually make sure they come up with a case to make the best use of the money.
AON Services is a business that supplies the customer with a paddock maintenance and heavy plant and tractor driver service. I can come in and maintain your paddocks from everything the paddock would need, and if you need a driver for heavy plant or tractor, I can come in and do those jobs for you as well. I do everything from chain harrowing, cultivation, ploughing, seeding, spraying, fertilising, rolling, aerating, fencing as well. I can do all the fencing that you'll need. I can build you jumps for the field, for your horses at various sizes. Yeah, basically I've always done all of my own paddocks and friends' paddocks, and people keep saying, can you do this for me or can you do that? So I thought, well, there must be a market here that people need stuff doing. So I sort of looked into it. I started going to the Growing Business Awards. Some of the ideas that we've sort of hammered across the table and sort of helped each other out on various things. Some things which I've seen that would help someone else and said, oh, I've seen this will help your business, have a look at it and see what you think. And then other people have said, well, do you think you should do this? Do you think you're charging the right amount for this, or do you think you're doing that the right way? And then I thought, well, actually they're probably right, and tweaked it and sort of blended the two together. And then I've sort of taken that all on board, combined it all together, put a business plan together, and at the moment, from around about April time this year, I've been maintaining the business and running the business myself as my sole income, and at the moment it's going well, touch wood. I'm starting from anywhere between 6 o'clock in the morning, flying home from one job and then going straight back out and rolling in around about 10:30 at night. But then if you're not willing to put the time and the effort into the job and the business, your business is not going to go anyway.
Oh, well, I was originally given a Dexter heifer as a present from my mum and dad, probably because I'd seen one at the show and I just sort of fell in love with them, really. They're the ideal size for me. Is being quite a short person anyway, I can't really look after anything massively big in size because obviously I'd never be able to cope with them all. But Dexters really do fit the bill of being the ideal cow for me. They're small, they're compact, but they've got a little bit of character about them as well. Dexters are the smallest breed of beef cattle found in Britain, originally from Ireland as crofters, smallholders cows. Waveney pedigree Dexters is a beef suckler unit with heifers reared for replacements and all the finishing stock reared for meat production. As an individual, I've gained such a lot of confidence from being a member not only of the Business Forum but also of entering the Growing Business Award. Needed a bit of help, just a bit of guidance really, just to point me in the right direction of which way you would aim to construct a business plan properly and what things to include, not to put in, and also with a financial planning and forecasting. Not always an area that a lot of people like to delve into too much, and I'm one of those people. So that the Farmers Forum have really helped me in a lot of aspects of my business plan.
My parents bought me a Jersey cow when I was about 12 years old for Christmas, and then I gradually bought and sold calves, and then went off to college, came home from college and have actually missed the livestock. So we were looking for an opportunity to get back into agriculture, and there's nobody in Norfolk or Suffolk that's doing a goat's milk or a cheese, and local is now a big buzzword. So we thought we'd buy some goats and try to fill the gap in the market, really. My main aim is to produce a quality product that will speak for itself, but I would like to build up the business to a point where William, should he wish when he's older, to get involved. Our initial plan is to make a soft cheese of varying flavour combinations, and then we will look to develop the product range even further. And we've just finished kidding now. We've had all 10 goats have kidded. We've had 16 kids from the 10 goats, so everything is now in milk. We're milking twice a day. Our goats are housed, milked, and then our production facility, should we be fortunate enough to win the award, would be within metres, not miles. The milk would travel from the goat to the milking parlour to the production facility. It would be about 50 metres.
Day-to-day job, I'm self-employed grave digger. Having the background knowledge of the funeral industry for a lot of years because the family had been linked to it, and suddenly came to me, well, there's motorcycle hearse, there's Land Rover hearse, there's camper van hearse, there's everything else, but no business or nothing that is directly linked to the agricultural industry. And living in a very agricultural area and close links myself, grandparents of farmers, I felt that it needed something, and that was a good niche to perhaps look into. I stripped the whole tractor down, every nut and bolt, wings, bonnet, the whole lot came off. Everything was cleaned, all the rust removed, oil, usual sort of deposits you get around an old tractor. Spent many hours spraying it up, tidying it all up, rewiring it, new tyres, doing the brakes on it so it's safe and roadworthy, and generally giving it a damn good sort out. If we was lucky enough to win the money, firstly and foremost would be marketing the business, having the website built, having some information packs and stuff to send to film directors, and some nice postcards with a picture of the tractor and trailer on and the basic information for families to be able to pick up in funeral homes and take to shows and stuff like that to promote themselves, really.
This trailer's a bit old, and if you could see, it's rotten as well, so we do need to buy a new form of transporting it as well, because obviously it's not viable to do the tractor and trailer in 2 runs, so we would need to buy a lorry as well with the money, which hopefully we would win.
They were fabulous, absolutely fabulous, so enthusiastic for their own businesses, very well trained, well developed, and they'd all got fantastic independent ideas of what they wanted to do, and their energy was completely infectious.
You had to look at 4 very definite, very different businesses that all have niches in Norfolk and maybe beyond Norfolk. So it's then looking at those niches and then deciding, is this niche big enough to support a couple of people, a family, or maybe more onto that?
We had the business plans provided to us about a week before the event, and then the 4 of us got together, and I can say here that we struggled to get an agreement in the end. I think the final 2 that we made a decision on, it was difficult to persuade. We wanted to get a 3-0 majority, and we did get there in the end, but it wasn't easy.
This is Norfolk Show exemplified, because of this great showground, and our great county is actually about agriculture and at its core business, growing food, supplying food and providing agricultural services. Then the future of Norfolk lies in the hands of this generation. Okay, I could say it was difficult judging, yeah. It was actually an extreme pleasure to do it. If you want some of the tastiest beef it's possible to buy, that's your woman. If you want to know about an impressive range of products that are going to be made with goat's milk, cheese and beyond, that's your man, Sam Stegel. If you are fortunate enough to have some land and some horses and just about any other task that would require a serious bit of kit with a serious operative prepared to work diligently to give true customer service, the man in the hat, Angus, is your man. You can make use of all these services while you're still alive. When you're dead, we have another business. Because I can't think of a nicer couple to take care of my dear ended body and take me on a final journey to my resting place than William and Sarah. So you have had the privilege now of meeting these people. I suggest you go out there in the coming weeks, months, and maybe years, if that's how long it takes for you to pop your clogs. Bear them in mind. 2010 Growing Business Award, and the cheque for £5,000 should go to Sam Stegel and the Food and Coffee Company.
That's amazing, absolutely amazing. Wasn't expecting it, but yeah, fantastic. I have already spent it. Yeah, I took a punt and have ordered some processing equipment, and my container is actually sitting on the showground at the moment. It's actually the baby changing and breastfeeding area, and that's being delivered straight from here home on Friday morning.